We have Mina meeting her first horseshoe crab. Live one here before April ends. Interesting. I mean, we're gonna flip this one over. There's its trail right here. It was kind of sitting there and headed back to the water, and then I rudely stopped it, but I wanted Mina to see, you know, the horseshoe crab. So, all right, back in the water it goes. Hey folks, welcome to Planning Traffic. Summer started early. What's today? April, ooh boy. 30th. April 30th. It's Wednesday, April 30th. Welcome to Planning Traffic. Today's episode's coming from Patterson Ave. Ooh, excuse me. And I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to get an actual episode of this. Honestly, if the Philly captain's down here tonight shooting video, I don't know if I'm covering the microphone or not. I know it's windy as hell. Sorry about that. But if the Philly captain is down here making a video, then I'm probably not going to be making a full video for me. So we'll see about that. I'm on my way heading towards K-Lot for a little function. But I'm going to stop and show you something, and a very remarkable incident that happened, I think, not last season, but the season before that, I think. I'm not positive. I got to remember when it exactly happened, but this is where it happened. Look at the close proximity. This is Citizens Bank Park. This is Patterson Avenue, and these folks are rumble strips, and they're to keep you from speeding and stuff out here. So this little item right here, that's the one wheel. They don't act well. Hold, still holding. They don't act well with the rumble strips, and I'm going to tell you why. So yeah, so I hit these one time. I'm riding. A lot of times they park that way, and I would be working at Wells Fargo Center, whatever the situation was, and I'd be riding back down to get to my car. So one day I ran right through here. Now the problem with doing this on the one wheel is every time you hit a rumble strip, your front end of the one wheel goes like this. And when it's doing that, it's telling the one wheel's brain that you would like to accelerate. Now, one of the things that gets many people hurt on a one wheel is when you accelerate too fast, and the one wheel will warn you. I think it warns you twice, and on the third warning it shuts off. It says, no, you're trying to do too much, and it says basically eat shit, and you're going to fall forward on the one wheel and hopefully not break your collarbone. The day it happened to me, I didn't feel the warnings because I didn't have I don't know what it was. I didn't have the vibration on my phone. So about halfway here, after about 4 or 5 or 6 tips of the front of the board shut off, and I went off the front of it. And it was just like today, there's people tailgating here. It looked like I did a trick, but I didn't do a trick at all. I just got lucky. I started running. So when I fell off the front of the board, I just started running right at this point right here. I started running and I ran it out. Went back to get my board, and yeah, it looked like I did a trick, and it wasn't a trick at all. It actually was self-preservation. So I started running, and I don't know where the agility came from because my knees are really, really bad, but I did run it out. It was a miracle. And you may see that in some forums when it talks about one-wheel safety, about running out when you fall off the front of the board. And that day, for some reason, I was able to do it. And I mean, obviously I couldn't be happier. So just wanted to document that happened. And obviously for people that aren't really familiar with the one wheel, that yes, be very careful around rumble strips when riding the one wheel.
Yeah, we were racing against the clock earlier, but
So So we're here with Evan.
What's going on?
Evan's got the honor and he's got his skills going, privilege, thank you, of cooking up. He's already did a whole bunch of rounds of hot dogs.
Yes, sir.
Now he's preparing cheesesteak. So let's flip this.
Best in Philadelphia.
And that's a hell of a claim.
Yeah.
And that's good. First on the list is to prepare your onions.
You can never take your time on the onions. You gotta take the time to let them soften up, let them caramelize.
Right.
If you're just tossing the onions on the grill and then getting to cooking in like 3 minutes,
right,
it's not gonna work. I like to throw this on the low burner. They can continue to soften up while I get the steaks going. But I already had them going for a solid 10-15 minutes already. So it's gonna be nice and soft by the time we get the sandwich finished.
So that burner here, that's a burner you're referring to?
Yes, sir. Yep.
Nice. Okay. All right, we're going to follow Evan with all the steps here. He's already putting the meat down. Am I allowed to ask where this came from?
So I work at I worked in a restaurant for about a decade.
Yep.
I did everything there. I worked in the back. I managed it. I delivered, and I kept a great relationship with that restaurant. So I text them. I'm like, yo, put in an extra order for me. I get it at cost. It all works out.
Okay, great.
And so not stuff that you would be able to buy like from ShopRite or anything like that. I get it from a wholesale.
Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's key because we're already at the stage now. We're cooking our own in the South because it's really pointless to order. It really is.
Yeah,
it's really, really bad down there.
What cracks me up is you see the Philly cheesesteak anywhere outside of Philly. What do they always throw on there? The bell peppers, the mushrooms.
Yeah.
And
something you didn't ask for.
Nothing you asked for.
Yeah.
They're doing their own little spin on it. Sometimes less is more, man. It's all about the onions, a little bit of seasoning, and your steak. Yeah. And then the key to every sandwich, not just steaks, it's the roll.
No doubt.
You need to have a roll.
No doubt.
That can, sustain all the juice.
Well, one thing we learned not to do is ever use steakums. So we always go. There's like a chopped ribeye down there, which is in the meat department, which actually is pretty good as opposed to having them.
Shaved ribeye, not bad.
Yeah. That's what we're going for. Oh, hold on. We're seeing something. There's a salt and pepper going down.
All you need.
Look at this Blackstone.
What I like to do, I like to let them cook on both sides before I start chopping. I personally think that allows you to keep the juices in there longer.
Right.
You let it cook like this. Once it starts to brown on the other side, that's when I'll do this. Flip.
Quality. And that's good. You got the. Of course, you got the
my
history
roommate.
too.
My old roommate got me that. That's my podcast, 4th of July.
Good for you.
All things Eagles. Yep.
Okay. Available on Spotify?
Spotify, Apple, wherever you want to find podcasts.
Sick. Oh, good for you, man.
Thank you, man. That we'll go and open a pizza shop, whether it be in Florida, wherever, and they'll actually have water shipped from the Philadelphia area.
How about that?
Yeah. They making the rolls. A lot of it's in the water around here. Yeah.
And that's key to it too. And you know what I'm really surprised at? I'm surprised they don't ask New York to ship their water down.
Yeah.
So that would probably be even. Not that we're gonna say anything nice about New York, but that might even be a better move. Yeah.
The perfect way to have a cheesesteak is with fried onion.
Yeah.
I usually like to ask people, but on this first go round, everybody that deserves a cheesesteak is gonna get it with fried onion on the first batch.
Yeah, there you go. Fair enough.
Mix that together.
Yep.
That looks beautiful. And then the money shot is when the cheese melts.
Look at this, man.
So what I like to do is I get a nice thin layer.
Look at the professionalism here.
Thank you. All those fat bits out. And then you don't want to see any of that Blackstone underneath. You want to have the meat covered. Get our cheese from the same restaurant, wholesale.
Yep.
Key, listen, around here, I will say, Cooper Sharp American, money. It's delicious.
Okay.
Had I had some more time to be able to slice a block of it, I would have gotten that.
Okay.
But if you don't got the Cooper Sharp American, processed American. I know people look at me sideways when they think about processed cheese. It melts better.
Okay.
It melts better.
Yeah.
It's not Cheese Whiz. I don't do cheese in a can.
Thank you.
I don't do cheese in a can.
Yeah, no one's. Look. First of all, no offense. I still haven't eaten one with Cheese Whiz in my life. I'm 58 years old.
It's not worth it. I've tried it. I tried it when I worked at the restaurant. I was like, this is the big to do.
This is what's happening.
Right. Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Actually,
cheese
you know
in a
what? I
can just
actually
grossed me out.
prefer provolone, which is something that that's just my personal preference, but American, absolute. Cooper Sharp, definitely. Why not?
Now, what I like to do, which we didn't do at the restaurant, but I think having everything just mixed together just looks amazing. So
That's awesome, man. Look at this. I didn't expect this today.
That was
Look at the level of quality.
Grab right there. So then, another key tip: in order to get that cheese to melt, you want to make little holes in here. All right, that's fine. Here.
Yo, I can already tell. All the level of quality. Look at this.
You want to score it, and then when I open it up, I'm going to be able to pull it apart more. You know what I mean? So just barely put like a All right.
See, I already know there's places in Atlanta that would die for that roll.
Let's down in Glassboro.
Yeah. Apparently, it's really expensive to ship down there.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Here he goes. I wish I didn't eat before I came down here. So we're gonna get. That's it. Look at this, and this is a pro right here, folks.
That's how it's done, right there.
Yeah. And don't forget, 4th and John is Evan's podcast. How often are you doing the podcast?
Once a week.
Okay.
Look at that cross section. It's money.
Look at that quality. Once a week, nice. There he is, the one and only Mark. So, we got to get a review. Let's get in here. How is that? All right, let her get herself configured. So, at least the cook's name's Evan. Evan has his own. Hi, Lisa. This is Lisa. Okay, that's enough interest.
So listen.
Go ahead.
That cheesesteak, it do what that steak do.
That's
Say less.
There you go.
Say less. Say less.
Okay.
I love it.
So this guy has got his own podcast. It's called 4th and John.
Fourth and John.
Dude's been food preparation for a good long time. I know he stated that on the video. So this is legit. Dude's
It's
legit.
delicious.
Go Birds. And
Go Birds.
Show
my bird.
Lisa got a good.
Show my feelings. Oh, I'm sorry.
Lisa gave you a good review. Mark, what'd you think? Same?
Yes.
Okay.
Very
Delicious.
good, bro.
It's
Very
good with no condiments.
Just need them onions.
I don't
That's
do
it.
condiments. I don't fuck with condiments.
It don't need.
All right,
It don't need
usually
it.
curse.
It don't need
No, I
it.
don't.
Scratch that YouTube.
But I like my mustard because I like a little hit.
Say mustard.
I like it to
Yeah, you
hit
gotta
it.
say
I like a hit.
mustard. I said it. I'm standing next to one of my most favorite people on earth.
I like.
Very simple questions. Today is April 30th, 2025. When did you start your postal career?
January 6, 1986. 39 plus years ago.
39 plus years of postal service, and I'm honored to be here knowing you are not hitting back in tomorrow, retired. And you know what, and here's the thing. One of the things we used to do, that we could do as postal employees, is get complacent and apathetic. Chris was a leader. Yo, you're probably one of the best employees I ever seen. So like, it's great that you kept your, a good commitment. And she really was one of the first people I ever seen in that building. So I remember meeting Vince at the union,
orientation.
Yeah, orientation. No, thank you. What's your one of your greatest memories? Do you have one?
Oh my God, there's so many, but
What you sitting down for?
so many rallies that we used to do because we were together as a union, different causes we would fight for. Just the togetherness. It was like a postal family.
Yeah, and the beauty of it is we pretty much raise our kids together. Kids played for Boston. It's such a beautiful thing. I'm so happy for you today.
Thank you.
I'm so happy I could be here and so happy. Thank you for having me.
I'm
and
so
all that
happy
stuff.
you are here.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, I'm always a fan of murals, and look at this one. All right, who we got? Okay, Wheeler, Harper, Trey Turner, Aaron Nolan. Nice. That's a nice looking mural. Well done. And here's your artist right here. Yo, what the heck are you guys doing?
Opening cards.
What is that? What kind of cards are they?
Topps Heritage 2025.
Topps Heritage.
Yeah, I didn't realize Luis Ariz was so fat in the face like that.
Yo, wait, what?
I didn't realize he was so.
Oh, look what we got.
Wait, yo, that's. Oh shoot, okay. Wait, I heard somebody had Dusty Baker.
This is Dusty Baker's kid. We got a Mickey Mantle card.
Yeah, Mickey Mantle.
Got
Little
George
refractor.
Brett.
And then this is Darren Baker,
Darren Baker.
who's Dusty's kid. And if you remember the playoffs like 20 years ago, the little kid who wandered
Oh
into
yeah, look at
the middle of
Todd.
a play. That's Darren
Nice,
Baker.
Todd.
Picked up by JT Snow.
Wait, hold that still just for a second. Let's so we see this guy's an adult. And there he is, Darren Baker. I love it. Nice info, Todd. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. Dude, I can't drink. Yeah, I'm driving down the shore. After this. I'm ready with you. Huh? Hold on, finish this with me. You go 1, 2, 3 strikes out. Ball game. Let's go. When you are down, lift your head off the ground. There's a lot to be learned. So look around. Once there was a silly old ant, thought he'd move a rubber tree plant. Anyone knows an ant can't move a rubber tree plant, but he has high hopes. He has high hopes. He has high apple pie in the sky hopes. So when you start to feeling low, instead of letting go, just remember that ant. Woo! Whoops, there goes another rubber tree. Whoops, there goes another rubber tree. Whoops, there goes another rubber tree plant. Damn it! Yo, Mark's, look at Mark getting them 5 eyes. Look at Mark go. Let's go, Phillies. Let's go, Phillies, Mark. Yeah. Look at this dude. Oh, he's still going. Look at Mark going. He's not going to remember this. Let him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. Hey. Oh, he ain't done yet. He ain't done yet. Hey. I know where you're at.
K parking lot.
Oh!
K parking lot.
Dude,
Hold on.
we're going to cross right here.
All right. You know where we going, Mike?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know.
Dude, don't stop the high fives now, dude.
Let's go.
Don't stop them now, bro. Let's go. Ooh. All right, we're on the red light. Mark's still going. Yo, look at this. Just about as Philly as it gets right here. Look at this. We'll end it for the night. You can't go out on a greater note. than that. Folks, thanks for watching. Like, follow, subscribe, all that nice stuff that YouTubers are trying to do. There's only a million of us. And hey, have a great day. Pleasant tomorrow. I'll see you at the next episode. And goodbye. Bonus content. So, actually, sometimes you can get lucky. And after the game, this happens a lot up in section 301, where they'll have like pizza. They'll have people giving stuff away. Not that, I mean, look, I pay for stuff all night and at the games anyway, but that's kind of cool. Tonight was the hot dogs, and I've been up there where they were giving pizza out. So keep your eyes peeled for that moment when you're leaving your seat. You never know when there's going to be some courteous folks from Aramark who are doing that. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next episode.